What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the Z-O-N coming at you once again. It's been a little while. Like I said last time in my last videos, it's been a hectic time. But yo, I got good news for everybody, most definitely, including myself and my girlfriend, my entire family. I'm officially a Full Sail University college graduate with a bachelor's degree in game art and game design. So I did it. Praise God, first and foremost, and everybody else's supporter, man, and of course my viewers, man, who were patient with me when I was away, not being able to make videos the way I'd like to. But yeah, man, it's done. Taking a little bit of a break now. I'm on I think my second week now of just chilling, relaxing, man. Even my lady, man, she's chilling with me all this past weekend, and she kept looking at me and smiling, saying, "You're so relaxed, you're so loose." And I'm like, "Because you haven't known me when I haven't been in school." So yeah, man, it's definitely going down. About another week or so, and I'm gonna start getting to work, start putting together my demo reel, start really relearning all this stuff in my own way, in my own routine, because we didn't have a lot of time to really learn when we were going month to month, class to class, trying to get these assignments done, you know. So yeah, man, it's good, man. It's all good. But yeah, man. On top of that, I wanted to get with y'all and just talk about, of course, the Nintendo Switch and just how it's just smacking up the competition right now, selling out everywhere. I think one of the last videos I made, I had talked about how they were doing lottery lines in Japan, where the last time they checked, 3,000 people had around 3,000 people had lined up just to get a ticket that gave them a chance to get a Nintendo Switch. Now it's up past 5,000 people lining up for those same lottery lines, man. So if you got a Switch, man, be thankful. Thank you, Jesus, because it's definitely the system to own, man. And like I said, my newest edition, you saw in the last video, this game is it's phenomenal, man. I laugh at the people, and look, man, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If that's how you really feel about the game, to each his own. But I really don't see how people can look at this game and say that this is really Splatoon 1.5, that it's not a pure sequel. Man, the amount of content right off the bat in this game from launch day, when compared to Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, is night and day. Right away, right there, it's much more of a game and much more of a sequel. Within the first 2 days of it being out, they already gave free content. Free downloadable content in the form of a new gear, I think it was, and also new weapons within the first couple of days for free. You know, not to mention that you have the salmon run mode. I finally was able to get in there, and I've been playing it like a madman. It's just awesome, man. I mean, it's a great traditional type of a horde mode, like you would find in other games. But like everything else Nintendo does, and especially everything Splatoon related, it's anything but traditional because of the gameplay and the way that the game plays, and the different abilities you have when swimming through the ink and cooperating with your teammates, and the fact that they force a new weapon on you every single time really gets you into the habit of learning how to use different weapons, so that you don't, when you go do your turf war or rank battles or even splatfests, you don't have to be a one-dimensional guy. I tend to stick with the same weapon no matter what. I got like maybe 2 or 3 that I cycle between. But man, I'm just loving it, man. The turf war is awesome. The fact that they cut down the rotation time for the stages from 4 hours to 2 is awesome. It seems like every time I sit down to play, I'll be playing for 15, 20 minutes, and boom, multiplayer stages have been updated, and it's a cycle, and there's new stages. So it never gets old, never gets stale. Like I said, the salmon run mode, and just the improvements they made to existing game modes like Rainmaker. Rainmaker used to be such a pain in my behind because the fact that it would shoot these tornado-looking things and they were never very precise. Now it shoots like just straight-up beams. It still kind of handicaps the person with it because you got to charge it to really get a good shot. But that's the point of the game, is for your squad to protect you while you have that weapon. The single player mode, much more engaging than the first one. I haven't finished it yet, so please, in the comment section, do not spoil for me. Don't tell me what the hell happens to Marie or Callie. I don't know which. I remember the names, which one is missing, because those are my homegirls. I need to find out on my own what happened to her. And then the new duo that they have off the hook, Pearl and I forgot the other one's name. But them two, the first Splatfest, the Mayo and Ketchup, that was awesome, man. I turned the game on, and all of a sudden it's like a concert's going on in Gopolis Square, and they're on there rapping on stage, and everybody's hype and all that, and then you just go in there and bah, 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 Splatfest, man, with the Mayo and Ketchup colors, man. That was phenomenal, man. Such a great game, great multiplayer mode, as always, as what it's advertised as a multiplayer online game. I'm loving it, man. ARMS, keep getting back into that. That's a game I never really got into all the way, but I have played more than enough to know that I love the game. But my kids are the ones that really grab that game, and every time they're here, Dad, can you put on arms for us? And they're there, going at it, and then they get into actual physical fights with each other because one is better than the other. You know how that is. But the game is phenomenal, and every time I do play it, I love it. It's just you can't really put the difficulty too high up, man, because you really gotta get the motion controls. You really gotta master that if you really want to go up in difficulty, because it really does crank up. I mean, I started at 4, and I was getting my behind handed to me. Like it would take me 3 or 4 fights just to pass from one opponent to the next. I will get whooped. So I usually do like around 3 and trying to work my way up from there. What else, man? I got back into Legend of Zelda. Man, I didn't even know that there was an extra memory to find. After you find all of them, you go talk to Impa, and she shows you the location of the last memory, which it's worth it, man. When you see that last memory, man, you're just like, I'm not, for anybody who hasn't seen it, I mean, I'm always late to the party because, you know, all the schoolwork I've been doing and all that, and, you know, time with my kids and my girl and all that. But, man, that last memory is a doozy, man. When you see it, you're just like, oh, man, it's so good. Yeah, man, the Switch, man, the Switch. Like I've been saying, man, it's funny because I've heard so much. I saw a video today from some young dude on YouTube. I don't remember his name. I would say it if I remembered, because I'm not calling him out. I'm actually giving him props, because he came out in this video and it was basically called, "Where the Switch haters at? Where they at? Why can't we find them? Where they at? Where they be? You know, I don't find them. I don't see them. They were talking so much stuff before the system launched. And even in the first month or 2 of the system being out, they're never going to get third party. They're never going to sell. This is going to fade away." Where are they at? We're going 5+ months now at what has to be now easily with the Splatoon sales. That has to be over 5 million already. So basically 1 million a month. And that's with supply restraints because of the whole shortages and all that. Where are they at? All of a sudden, you got third-party developers coming over. You got EA, like we already knew about EA, but then you had the announcement of WWE 2K and 2K18 and NBA 2K18, and now NBA 2K18 is going to have amiibo support. So not only are third parties coming over and giving us basically their full-fledged game, just like it is on the other consoles, but they're actually putting in the effort. So you got amiibo support now and the NBA 2K version on Switch. It's stuff like that, man. And then all the other announcements, man. I mean, I remember hearing about RBI Baseball's coming over. We all know about Rocket League. And now there's so many rumors coming out that Ubisoft is bringing a AAA game, aside from Mario plus Rabbids, over to the Switch. I forgot the name of the game, but you guys have seen it around the internet if you follow the video game industry. This ultra-realistic looking racer. Man, it looks almost like a Forza or something like that, coming to the Switch. So, you know, it's amazing how all of a sudden all these third-party developers are chiming in and coming in. And Capcom is giving us Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. Oh, why can't it be 7? Maybe they'll port 7 over later. Or maybe they're just saying, yo, we're skipping 7. We're giving you something to show you that we're here. And we'll work on the next Resident Evil that will definitely come to the Switch. You never know, man. Stop complaining. But what's so funny is that, where are the haters at? You know, that's what I want to know. So many of people that I know that I've come across in my life, or that are old friends that I no longer see anymore, but keep in touch on Facebook. They were talking, and now all you see me is on Facebook sharing Switch sales continue to skyrocket. Switch outsells the PS4 in Japan. This game is coming to the Switch. This third-party developer is loving the Switch, and I'm just sharing all this info, and I'm not getting the same little comeback comments I would get before. Now they're silent, just silent. Radio silence. It's unbelievable to me, man. It's so funny, man. But yeah, man, like I said, man, I'm just enjoying it. I can't wait for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle at the end of this month. That's definite day one. And I'm looking at the eShop, man. There's a couple of games on there I want to check out. Retro City Rampage I want to get, and Infinite Mini Golf looks pretty damn good, man. To be able to create your own courses and all that shit online. Still waiting for that ukulele. I know that they're having their issues and all that. Hey, man, we have so much to play right now on the Switch. You ain't got to rush. Just give us a good game. That's all we need, man. And I'm just loving it, man. Like I said, it's definitely the console to own. And I've heard an argument also. You know, they had asked I think it was in Europe or something, they asked some Nintendo reps, how do you guys feel about the fact that you guys might be looked at as a secondary console? And he was basically like, oh, we got to see how it is. But right now we have a lineup of games that's second to none. And it's true. And on top of that, I don't think it's a secondary console. For so many people, I think it is the primary console because the portability aspect of it allows you to take your home console experience on the go. You're going to be hearing that phrase from me and many other Switch owners and industry analysts throughout the generation, because that is the defining factor that makes this a go-to console for gamers. the fact that, yeah, it may not be ultra amazing looking like the PS4 Pro or Xbox One X or even the regular PS4 and the Xbox One, but it's good enough. It's on par with them. It's in the ballpark with them. It may be at the lower end graphically, but it's in the ballpark, and you can take it on the go. And it's got the online, it's got the eShop, the multiple control options. Like I've been saying, you know, since it dropped, basically, since it was revealed, it's the bee's knees, man. And the Switch right now is just bar none, man. Other news, man. Basically, I mean, that's really all I got, man. So funny off-topic subject that keeps coming up in the sports world now over these last couple of weeks with the great one. Michael Jordan saying his whole comments about Kobe being better than LeBron. I told y'all. I've been saying this since my channel started. Every time I do talk about basketball, y'all know how I feel. Kobe Bryant is the better overall player. LeBron has better numbers by this much. Y'all LeBron fans act like he has such better numbers. 2 or 3 more assists a game, about 2 more rebounds per game, and maybe like 1.5 points or so more a game. It's in that area. But does he have the 5 chips? And people, you can't just say it's all rings. It's not all rings. But at the end of the day, what do these players join the league? Do you think LeBron James joined the NBA, signed up to the NBA, got drafted, and said, my dream is to have amazing numbers and break every record? Or were his dreams, like every other player that ever signs up in any sport, my dream is to win the championship, to be the best, to win as many championships as I can. Okay? And then on top of that, you got the moments. LeBron's had his moments, but look, he doesn't have the amount and the impactful moments, as many of them, as Kobe Bryant has had over his 20-year career. So let's stop the nonsense, man. Y'all LeBron fans can be butthurt if you want. I know there's got to be some on my channel. That's fine. We can go back and forth. But anyways, I just found that funny. I mean, it's funny how the fans and then the industry experts, right, who've never played a professional basketball game in their life can sit there and say, no, LeBron's clearly better than Kobe. But then, when you look at the majority of NBA players playing today alongside LeBron and past, who actually played in the league, who knows what it's like, who's been around both of these, the majority of them say Kobe. And then it's funny to me how the greatest of all time says it, and because it's not your opinion, you completely disregard it. Like, you know what you're talking about, but Michael Jordan don't. Unbelievable, man. But anyways, that's just a side note. What else, man? I mean, yeah, man, I really, right now, I'm on graduated mode, free, still on my break right now. There's no homework tonight. There's no homework tonight. There has been no homework for a week now. I don't know what to do with myself, man. And it's cool because the family's also, my cousin also graduated and got a bachelor's also within a week of me. We graduated in the same week. So the family's going to throw us a little party, a little fiesta, with the family and friends and all that, renting out this place and all that. Real nice gesture by the family. It's going to be a good time. And I'm just loving life right now, man. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video, catching up with you guys, man. Splatoon 2, oh my god, this game is amazing. I don't know how many hours I've already put in, I haven't even checked, but I'm at level 15, about to get to level 16. Keep in mind that when I first bought the game, I was still trying to graduate, so I wasn't able to play it as much. I'm already at level 15, about to get into 16. I'm a C- in rank because I've only played a couple rank matches, and I'm just tearing up that salmon run, bro. It's just ridiculous. Man, I'm just loving it, man. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.